Well, there's a will, there's a way, kinda beautiful. And every night has its day, so magical. And if there's love in this life, there's no obstacle that can't be defeated. For every tyrant to tear for the vulnerable, in every loss, so the bones of a miracle. For every dreamer, a dream we're unstoppable, with something to believe in. Monday left me broken. Tuesday I was through with hoping. Wednesday my empty arms were open. Thursday waiting for love, waiting for love. Thank the stars it's Friday. I'm burning like a fire gone wild on Saturday. Guess I won't be coming to church on Sunday. I'll be waiting for love, waiting.
The history of Bicol Region. The term Bicol could have been derived from Bico, the name of a river which drains into San Miguel Bay. Possible origin also include the Bicol or Bicol bamboo tree which line rivulet, and the ancient native word Bicol meaning twisted or bent. The region, administratively known as a region, is located on the southeastern end of Luzon. It is surrounded by the Visayan Sea in the north, the Pacific Ocean in the east, Lamon Bay in the south, and Sibuyan Sea and Quezon Province in the west. Region 5 comprises 6 provinces: Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, Albay, Sorsogon, and Masbate, the capitals of which are Taet, Pili, Verac, Legazpi, Sorsogon, and Masbate, respectively 3 cities named Legazpi and Albay, and Naga and Irigan in Camarines, 112 municipalities, and 3,455 barangays. The Bicol region was known as Ibalon, variously interpreted to derive from Ibalyo, to bring to the other side, or people who are hospitable and give visitor gifts to Bicol, or as a correction of Bibalon, a city of Magallanes Sorsogon, where the Spaniards first landed in 1567. The Bicol River was mentioned in Spanish documents in 1572. The region was also called Dos Camarines after that found by the Spaniards in Camalig, Albay. Pre-colonial leadership was based on strength, courage, and intelligence. The natives seemed apolitical, thus the datos influence matter much during crises like wars. Otherwise, early Bicol society remained family-centered, and the leader was the head of the family. Long before Spaniards arrived, Albay had a thriving civilization, formerly called Ibat and then Lipu. Albay was once ruled by Biat Ibal, an old chief who also founded the old barangay of Sawangan, now the district of Albay and part of the city of Legazpi. The Spaniards arrived in Masbate in 1567 under Mateo del Saz and Martin Ligoite. The villages were empty, for the natives, accustomed to Muslim austerity, had fled to the highlands in anticipation of a raid. Yet this was no inroad merely as over to Islam. It was Luis de Guzman's visit in 1569 that began colonization. The Agustinian friars Alonso Jimenez and Juan de Orta pioneered the conversion of Bicol, who were the first native of Luzon to be Christianized. Bicol would also produce the first Filipino bishop of the Catholic Church, George Barley, in 1850-1909. At the start of the Spanish Region, the barangay varied population, Pedro de Chavez founded the Spanish city of Casares near the village of Naga. In 1594, it became a Franciscan mission. In 1595, the capital of the bishopric. In 1636, the region was subdivided into Ebalon and Camarines, the former composed of Albay. Catanduanes, once part of Albay, Sorsogon, Masbate, the Ticao and Burias Islands, were the latter include towns and from Camalig northward. In 1829, Camarines fell into Northern Luzon, but were reunited in 1893. In 1919, they were formally established as provinces. The Bicol were described by some Spanish chronicles as very first warriors, thus their history comprises many battles against foreign incursions. Sorsogon participated in Samar Sumo Revolt in 1649. Over 400 suspected Bicol sympathizers were massacred in Clark, and some local friars exiled. In Camarines, minor rebellions occurred contemporaneously with the Samar Rebellion and during the British occupation of Manila between 1762 and 1764. the Bicolanos were dragged in the fight of two imperialist countries in the world, Japanese and the Americans. They were fighting for world economic and political dominance, particularly in the Asia-Pacific area. The Japanese landed in the region a few months after they bombed Pearl Harbor. When the Americans left the region, Bicolanos guerrillas were left to defend the region. Guerrilla forces were organized around the regions to independently fight the new Japanese colonizers. Many battles were fought by Bicolanos without the Americans. On 18 September 1898, Elias Angeles and Felix Plazo led a mutiny that ended Spanish dominion over Naga. Vicente Zarden, the last provincial governor of Ambos Camarines, signed the capitulation document. Albay's governor Angel de Bascaran turned over the government in a fatal season after the Spaniards surrendered to Ramon Santos on 22 September 1898. The Spanish official on Sorsogon remained there until the end of their rule. When they abandoned the province, no provisional government was set up before the arrival of Aguinaldo's expeditionary force headed by General Ananias Jokno. After the Spanish defeat, the Philippine Revolutionary Government approached the Chinese for financial support, although it was more difficult to solicit from the Sorsogon Chinese whose generosity had been abused by Jokno's soldiers. General Jose Ignacio Paua, the only Chinese revolutionary governor, claimed that between November 1898 and October 1899, he raised 400,000 pesos from Bicol's Chinese community. Spanish laws prevailed during these revolutionary years, particularly in the selection of an official from the Principalia. Jokno stopped in Sorsogon provincial government with its illustrious citizens. In April 1901, the American military government was replaced by provincial civil government under the Philippine Commission. Bicol's economic development helped to bring it closer to the nation mainstream in around Manila. With the introduction of popular education, a new curriculum was established, although Spanish remained the medium of instruction until the 1920s. 53 American Thomasites arrived in Bicol to help execute the first Philippine commercial policy and public construction in the first decade of the century. Later, they were replaced by American educated aficionados or scholars. American government and education, however, did not erase the Spanish presence in the region. Until the 1920s, Spanish remained the medium of instruction. But like all other provinces in the country, the Bicol was transformed by an American education that taught Anglo-American language in Similarly, Bicol provinces adopted the local government structure imposed by the Americans. In March and April 1945, Douglas MacArthur's Sixth Army, aided by Filipino guerrillas, defeated the Japanese in the region. The Commonwealth government in Bicol was restored, and the U.S. Armed Forces maintained a military base in Panay Island. The famous sculpture in Bicol Region, Our Lady of Salvation. The original 18th century image of Our Lady of Salvation reflects her rule, according to Catholic doctrine, as co-redemptrix. The Virgin is portrayed as carrying the Christ child in her left arm, while her right arm grasps a man by the wrist as he is about to fall into a gaping coma. An angel kneels at the foot of the Virgin, offering a basket of burning heart in his right hand, while his left hand is stretched in a gesture of accepting the hearts. The Jose Maria Pernada Monument. The development of modern-day Albay was largely the work of Jose Maria Pernada, who served from 1834 to 1843. A distinguished military engineer, he strengthened the province's force and offshore defense, built roads, bridges and buildings, and promoted agriculture and industry. Queen Sophia of Spain personally revealed the new life-size statue of Granada on July 5, 2012. Compared to other neighboring monuments, the Jose Maria Pernada monument is the simplest sculpture since it shows the subject is just standing upright with nothing attached. It shows the simplicity and uniqueness of the sculpture. The famous architecture in Bicol Region. The Raga Church, Our Lady of the Gate. Nuestra Señora de la Portella Parish Church, commonly known as the Raga Church, is a Roman Catholic church in the municipality of the Raga Albay. The church was built by the Franciscans in 1772 and opened in 1773. Known for Baroque architecture, in 2007 it was declared as a national treasure of the Philippines. The facade and its walls are made out of volcanic rocks. The current facade is coated overnight for protection from deterioration. Metropolitan Cathedral. The Metropolitan Cathedral, also known as the Naga Metropolitan Cathedral, is a Roman Catholic cathedral in Naga City, Camarines Sur, Philippines. It is the seat of the Archdiocese of Casares. The first church was established after the creation of the Archdiocese as the Diocese of Nueva Casares in 1595. The church was destroyed by fire in 1768. The construction of the present cathedral in Spanish Revival style was begun by Bishop Bernardo de la Concepcion in 1808. An earthquake in 1820 damaged the cathedral. It was finished and consecrated under the administration of Thomas Ladron del Guevara in 1843. It was damaged by typhoon in October 1856 and restored by Francisco Gainza in 1862 to 1879. It was damaged by the earthquake in 1887 and repaired by Obras Publicas under the direction of Bishop Arcilio del Campo and Ricardo Ayuso in 1889. During the episcopate of Leonardo Zamora Legaspi, the cathedral was restored beginning in April 1987 under supervision of Jaime M. San Andres, parish priest of St. John the Evangelist Nagasaki. On February 6, 1988, during the fest of St. Pedro Bautista, titular patron of the Archdiocese, the Metropolitan Cathedral was again inaugurated and rededicated by Archbishop Legaspi together with other Bicolanos bishops in the famous music of Bicol Region. Sarong Bangi. Bicol is perhaps the only region in the country which can lay claim to having a regional folk song which captures the character and aspiration of its people. Sarong Bangi is Bicol's signature love ballad, and arguably one of the country's most popular and well-loved folk songs. Composed by Lord musician Potenciano Gregorio of Live Uptown ng Santo Domingo in Alba, the song, which literally means one night, tells about an enchanting evening encounter between a young lad and a lovely provincial lad. The song, composed in May 10, 1910, was arranged by Banda Gregorio in 1918 and performed by Banda de Live Up, the municipal brass band. Because of its growing popularity, the composer arranged it for symphony orchestra in 1930. The famous dance of Bicol Region. Pantomima. The pantomima is a wedding dance originally from the Bicol region of the Philippines that is still popular today. During wedding, the newly married couple perform the dance as guests truco is attended. The dance involves basic steps like the paso walk along with figures incorporating hold steps, turns, and chasing movements between the couple as they circle each other. Two variations exist. The version described is from Albay province and was documented in one of the earliest books on Philippine folk dance in the 1920s. In fact, no social gathering in the Bicol region is complete without the pantomime. The dance is still very popular in the Bicol region even up to this time. The pantomima was featured in Francisco Reyes Aquino's first ever folk dance book. Philippine folk dances and games published in February 1926. Pantomima is Spanish for pantomime because of its courting wing movement. Its old name Salampati means dance, hence the dance is sometimes referred to as the dance of the dance. Kuratsa. The kuratsa is a traditional Filipino folk dance that depicts the courtship between the master and a man. It originated in the Visayan region and is performed at weddings and festivals. The dance has three parts with different rhythm: a waltz, a faster chasing section, and a final pretentious scene. Though originally accompanied by love brass band, it is now often seen a record compilation of traditional kuratsa music. The costume wore are typical Filipino attire of the region like patadyong skirt and camisa shirt. The kuratsa serve as the traditional money dance where guests take turns spinning money on the bride and groom's abad. This symbolizes friends and families' wishes for good luck and prosperity in the couple's future. The famous festival of Bicol Region. Casagua Festival. The festival commemorates the 1814 catastrophic eruption of Mayon volcano which buried the Casagua Church and hundreds of people. The Casagua Festival is a celebration of resiliency of Albayanos, a celebration of culture, a celebration of faith, and a celebration of identity.
Ano'y kong mga kabarangay, magayon asin hararong man istoryan ini, kaya pigrurundong rinurok yaw ni digdig. Kagsawa pagod sa nang pasyaran, manggad paparte na kan kultura kan sa mong banwang. Ikasamuyang itinakaugma, kurahaw kan bilog na daraga. Kagsawa orgulyo ka kan banwaan, kagsawa day nanggad malilingwan. Gabusing da nagbabayle, gabos kami nagkakanta sa bilog na banwa kan daraga.